Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. If you like The Mike Wagner Show and you want to make your own podcast, well, let me tell you about Anchor. First of all, it's free. Secondly, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. You can also add any song from Spotify directly to your episodes. The possibilities are endless. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. You can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, many more. You can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. This edition of The Mike Wagner Show is brought to you by Picture This Photo Books, where remembering is the key ingredient. How beautiful your mother looked at her wedding, and even more so at yours. And who doesn't miss Grandma's meatballs? The holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift of remembrance that makes you laugh and cry all at the same time? Whatever gift of Grandma's recipes, or just because, those smiles and tears will melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw at 646-798-0809 or visit picturethisphotobooks.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 10% off your first order. Picture This Photo Books, bringing your memories back to life. They're whimsical, casual, or formal, and always uniquely you.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. It's time to give a shout out to our official sponsor of The Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, then you'll love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. It takes place in 4 countries with 2 strangers and 1 target where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available in paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and is even loved by Hollywood celebrities including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today. Order Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, now available at Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and enjoyed by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, available on Amazon. Also, the Mike Wagner Show is brought to you by Picture This Photo Books, where remembering is the key ingredient. How beautiful your mother looked at her wedding, and even more so at yours. And who doesn't miss Grandma's meatballs, huh? Well, the holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift of remembrance that makes you laugh and cry all at the same time? What a gift for Grandma's recipes, or just because those smiles and tears will just melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw, Picture This Photo Books at 646-798-0809 or visit picturethisphotobooks.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Picture This Photo Books, bring your memories back to life. The whimsical, casual, or formal, and always uniquely you. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show on over 30 podcast platforms like Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple Music. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter today at The Mike Wagner Show. Check out the great merchandise at themikewagnershow.com and also on Amazon.com. under the Mike Wagner Show podcast. T-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, throw pillows, tote bags, and a lot more. Makes great gifts 24/7. And don't forget to check out the Me and Molson Zia store on Amazon at amazon.com/me and Molson Zia for great merchandise and great books like Missing and more. And don't forget to support generously the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com. Also on Anchor FM/support and PayPal at Mike Wagner Voiceover and the Mike Wagner Show, and make sure you do so today. We're here with a terrific filmmaker, director, and writer of Los Angeles, and he's got a documentary out which follows the Briggs, which is an iconic punk band out of Los Angeles, with Joe and Jason LaRocca, and describing the band and sharing the stage, with Dropkick Murphys, Bad Religion, Anti-Flag, and more. He's also got some other works. We'll talk about those, and of course, his work will be he'll be participating in Dances with Films, and he's also talk about the Briggs and some of their amazing history. And of course, he's got a good background himself. Live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios in beautiful downtown Los Angeles, the multi-talented filmmaker, director, and writer of the new movie Gridlocked, on tour with the Briggs, Kevin James Barry. Kevin, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Mike, and thank you for the thoughtful introduction.
Well, you're amazing as well, too. And after taking a look at your preview, I mean, you got some amazing work, and you've been a filmmaker, director, and writer out of Los Angeles. And you also have some previous works like Among Them, Serena and the Rat. And you also have a documentary which follows the Briggs, an iconic punk rock band out of Los Angeles. And you also attended art school with a focus on painting. And you'll also be having work with Dances with Films. And before getting to all that, Kevin, tell us how you first got started.
Well, I first got started, I wanted to be a painter when I was really young. I started with drawing and painting, and I thought that would be my life pursuit for a long time. I went to art school for several years, and after a little while, I realized that I was spending all my free time making films with my friends and working on that instead of really like painting and pursuing the art.
Mm-hmm.
So I made the transfer over to a film school after my first year of college.
Wow, that's interesting. And what was that one precise moment that simply influenced you into what you're doing for the rest of your life? So what was that moment that simply say, I'm going to start films, instead of art?
I think when I was in college in New Hampshire, I had some finals to do, some final projects, and they were just really overwhelming. And I realized that it was kind of taking the fun out of painting for me. And like I said, I was just spending my time more focused on making the little movies that I was shooting with my friends. So yeah, I think in that moment I realized that I was really kind of like not completely on the wrong path, but slightly off, and I had to make an adjustment.
Mm-hmm. And who were some of your favorite artists growing up?
Oh man, I really liked Francis Bacon a lot, and Dali, and Vincent van Gogh.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
of course, you got some really good ones as well, too. What do you think your favorite painting is out there? Maybe you can just give a bit of a picturesque idea of what your favorite painting is.
Oh man, I don't know if I could pick out a favorite painting. I think one of my favorite experiences was going to the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. They have so many of his original artworks on display there. It's really incredible.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And plus, transitioning over from art over to movies as well, too. And who are some of your favorite actors, actresses, and directors growing up?
Favorite directors, probably David Lynch, David Fincher, Robert Rodriguez, Nicholas Winding Refn has been a favorite lately too. I really love his style. Actors, I've always really admired Guy Pearce, Christian Bale, Tom Hardy. There's a bunch. It's really too hard for me to pick out favorites.
I mean, I got a King score myself too. I mean, I can't decide myself who my favorites are. And also, how would you describe your directing style? What makes you separate from everybody else?
I'd say that what's different about my style might be, it's hard. I've never really thought about that, like in a way of how I would put it into words. I think there's a kind of a dark aesthetic to it, a lot of my films, and I try to drive at, an emotional depth, even if I'm doing like a genre film. I think that's always really important to connect with people, like on an emotional level, even if you're making something that's like an action film or something like that.
And what would you say your favorite genre or genres would be?
I'd say definitely like the thriller genre. I really like that dark style. I like trying to give people like a bit of an adrenaline rush when they're watching a film.
And of course, what are some of your favorite movies growing up as well, too?
Let's see. Got. I'm actually looking at my wall of DVDs in the corner here for to jog my memory. Um, Something that I've seen recently that I really liked was a show called Too Old to Die Young by
hmm
Nicholas Ruffin. Film-wise, Planet Terror, The Thing, Terminator 2, basically things with like a good amount of action or crime in it.
Hmm. That's rather interesting. I like Terminator 2 with Arnold, I'll be back and everything else. So you just
Yeah.
have that too. So and of course we'll talk about your previous films, among them Serena and the Rats, and of course your brand new one, Gridlocked as well too. But first listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, the Mike Wagner Show is brought to you by Picture This Photo Books, where remembering is the key ingredient. How beautiful your mother looked at a wedding, and even more so at yours. Who doesn't miss grandma's meatballs, huh? Well, the holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift of remembrance that makes you laugh and cry all at the same time? Whatever gift for grandma's recipes or just because, those smiles and tears will melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw. Picture This Photo Books at 646-798-0809. That's 646-798-0809. Or visit picturethisphotoBooks.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Picture This Photo Books. Bring your memories back to life. The whimsical, casual, or formal, and always uniquely you. And don't forget to check out the Mike Wagner Show on over 30 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter. And check out the Mike Wagner Show merchandise at themikewagnershow.com and also on Amazon.com at the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, including great books by me and Molson-Zia, go to Amazon.com/me and Molson-Zia and make sure you check out his book collection and merchandise today. And don't forget to support the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com. Also support us on Anchor FM/support and PayPal at the Mike Wagner Show and Mike Wagner Voiceover. Make sure you give generously today. We're here with the multi-talented filmmaker, director, and writer of Los Angeles, Kevin James Barry, here on the Mike Wagner Show. And before we talk about your movie Gridlocked, which is on tour with the Briggs, you have a couple of on your belt as well, too, like Among Them and Serena and the Rats. And tell us about those.
Sure, yeah. Serena and the Rats was my first feature film. I started shooting that when I was still in college. That took a while to complete, like almost a year to just finish the shooting, and then several years in post-production because we really didn't have that much money. I had to do a lot of the post-production myself. But yeah, that's out now. It's streaming on Amazon, as well as Among Them, my second film. I also shot that in on the East Coast before I moved to LA. Both of them are low-budget indies. They're kind of crime films, a little bit of action and some drama in them, and a little bit of a thriller vibe as well.
And of course, I'm looking as well, too, that Serena and the Rats, you've got some critical acclaim where she's a young girl trained as a killer for hire, teamed up with the underground renegade group, contract to stop a hired gun from assassinating a high-profile target. And of course, just thinking where you come up with the ideas and also, too, what do you base most of your stories on as well, too, like with some ideas, experiences, or anything like that? And tell us about how you get some ideas for your films.
I think a lot of it comes from watching a lot of films and looking at a lot of artwork and trying to kind of base a film around a tone, a style or an emotion that I'm trying to convey, and writing based on that.
Mm-hmm. And of course, what do you want the audiences to get out of those films? What's the message you're trying to convey?
I think the goal is always an emotional connection, or like a tone that I'm trying to convey with the film. I'm hoping that people come out of the film feeling just a little bit different, or learning something, or being a little bit more introspective about the choices that they make in their life. I think there's a moral story in both of my first two films,
Mm-hmm.
about how choices affect your outcome and the consequences of your life.
Mm-hmm. And you also have some other films too, like McClint, The Sun Will Shine, also Top Rank Boxing among them. And, tell us about some of your other projects as well too. And if you got any more in the pipeline, feel free to talk about as well.
Sure. Yeah, I've got a couple more in the pipeline. I've got 4 or 5 scripts that I've written or worked on with other writers that I'm in development on right now with my producing partner, Michael Reed. And we're really excited about them. We're going out and shooting trailers before we get to financing the film, just to have something to show. Those trailers are going to be available on my website for anybody that's interested soon. We're working hard. We're trying to make some new movies happen for sure.
And where can we find all your films at?
My first 2 films are streaming on Amazon right now. And the upcoming work, the trailers that I'm creating for upcoming projects, are going to be on kevinjamesbarry.com.
We certainly will check those out. We'll talk about his new movie, Gridlocked, on tour with the Briggs, in just a moment. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by our official sponsor of The Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mia Molson's You Have Missing, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Also brought to you by Picture This Photo Books, where remembering is the key ingredient. Call Karen Shaw at 646-798-0809 or visit picturethisphotoBooks.com. We'll be back with filmmaker, director, and writer of Gridlocked, on tour of the Briggs, Kevin James Barry, after this time out. This edition of The Mike Wagner Show is brought to you by Picture This Photo Books, where remembering is the key ingredient. How beautiful your mother looked at her wedding, and even more so at yours. And who doesn't miss Grandma's meatballs? The holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift of remembrance that makes you laugh and cry all at the same time? Whatever gift of Grandma's recipes, or just because, those smiles and tears will melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw at 646-798-0809 or visit picturethisphotoBooks.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 10% off your first order. Picture This Photo Books, bringing your memories back to life. They're whimsical, casual, or formal, and always uniquely you.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People, based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey, this is Ray Powers. And if there's one thing you can count on in these unpredictable times, it's that you're in good hands getting some great radio, courtesy of The Mike Wagner Show.
We're back with filmmaker, director out of Los Angeles, Kevin James Barry, here on The Mike Wagner Show. And let's talk about your brand new movie, Gridlocked, on tour of the Briggs. And it's also in participation with Dances with Films. And tell us more about the Gridlocked release.
Well, yeah, our premiere is coming up on September 11th at the Grauman's Chinese Theater at 7:30. Tickets are available through the Dances with Films website. This whole thing started about, I have to say, like 10 years ago at least, when I
Wow.
met Joey LaRocca in Boston outside of one of his shows, at one of his shows. I'd always been a big fan of the band, and I got a chance to meet him at the bar. We got to talking about music and movies and stuff, and he helped me out by licensing one of his songs to my first film, Serena and the Rats.
Hmm.
And after that, we kept in touch, and I just started shooting music videos and rehearsals with him when I moved to LA. And after a while, he asked me to go on his last tour up and down the West Coast with the Briggs. And I decided at that point that I might have enough footage after the tour to make a documentary about the band.
And I've also been on tour with Dropkick Murphys, Bad Religion, Anti-Flag, and their song "This Is LA" was played at the LA Kings and Galaxy home games. I mean, they've got a really good following.
Yeah, they do. They've got a really great cult following and a really great fan base. People that are always super excited to see them come around to any city that they go to. So I'm really excited for the premiere in LA because it's their home city and they always have a great crowd coming out to their shows. So I'm hoping that they come out to the premiere as well.
How many times have you seen them personally? Come on, don't lie about this.
It'd be hard to count. It was really a great experience being on the tour though, because I got to see them play live, 10 nights in a row, and it never gets old. I'm always just super excited to see them play.
And also your release is tied with Dances with Films, and tell us more about Dances with Films and how you got involved with them.
Well, I just submitted to them on Film Freeway. I've heard about them a lot through the industry. I've had friends that got accepted to Dances with Films, and they've always said great things about them. This is my first time being accepted to the festival, though, so I can't really speak from experience, but from what I've heard, it's a great festival. I'm really looking forward to it.
And where can we find Gridlocked on Tour of the Briggs, and again, all your works at?
Well, the easiest and quickest way to see Gridlocked on Tour of the Briggs will be at the premiere at the Chinese Theater on September 11th. After that, we're going to try to figure out what we're doing for distribution, but I'm hoping it'll be streaming shortly after.
Okay.
My first two films are streaming right now.
Okay. Well, that sounds very good. We're here with filmmaker, director, and writer of Los Angeles, Kevin James Barry, and the Mike Wagner Show. Just a few more minutes, and we know you're very busy. You've been really fantastic. Learned a lot from you. And what else can we expect from you in 2021 and beyond, Kevin?
Well, I'm working on a lot of different projects. I'm not sure which one's going to take off. So I think if anybody's interested, they can follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram at Kevin Dangerously and Facebook /Kevin Dangerously. So yeah, I'd say just jump on there and see what I start posting about. Then that's the best way to find out what's come next.
Sounds good. We certainly will do so, Kevin. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
Biggest influence. Let me see. One of my mentors back when I was in Boston was named Kim Kennedy. He was a really great fashion photographer, and he showed me a lot, not only with art and photography, but also in how to interact with people. He had such a great following of fans and people that felt like family to him, and vice versa. So I think he was a really big influence on me. So I give a shout out to Kim Kennedy.
That's rather amazing. I like that. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Best advice to anybody at this point?
Yes.
I'd say keep going. It's been a hard year and a half with the pandemic going on, especially I think for creative types. But it's been hard for everybody. And if you are a creative type, I'd say just keep going and do whatever you can right now.
And that's very good advice as well, too. Once again, we're filmmaker, director, and writer of Los Angeles with Gridlocked on Tour of the Briggs on the Mike Wagner Show. Kevin James Barry. Kevin, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep yourself up to date. Love to stay in touch. Looking forward to having you on in 2021 and beyond. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects, what's your website, how do people contact contact, where can people purchase or check out your works?
Sure. Gridlocked on Tour with the Briggs is premiering at the TCL Chinese Theater in Los Angeles, September 11th at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are available at danceswithfilms.com. And if you want to connect with us on social media, the handle for the documentary is at the Briggs Doc, and mine is at Kevin Dangerously on Instagram.
We certainly do so. Once again, Kevin, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely amazing. Looking forward to having you again soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. Love you back in 2021 and beyond. Don't forget to keep in touch. You've been absolutely terrific, and we definitely wish you all the best. You've got a great future ahead of you.
Thank you so much, Mike. This was fun.
Picture this photo books, where remembering is the key ingredient. Preserving memories, keeping the memories of your loved ones alive as they reach in and touch your heart. How beautiful your mother looked at her wedding, and even more so at yours. The holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift of remembrance that makes you laugh and cry all at the same time? Whether it's a gift of past holidays, grandma's recipes, long ago moments, or just because, those smiles and tears will melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw at 646-798-0809. Once again, that's 646-798-0809. Or visit picturethisphotoBooks.com.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People, based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, Custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites, we give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Thanks for listening to the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.